Alrighty. Hello, YouTube. Alrighty here. Welcome to my No Man's Sky stream, the quasi permadeath playthrough. Quasi. It's almost permadeath. Yeah, because I've switched off the delete the game business into the business. So yeah. Alrighty. So let's see. Where were we when last met? Good question. Life on the harsh frontier. King of the wild frontier. It's, I think we're on our freighter, so we should probably, first, how you doing? How you doing? YouTube. How you doing, fellas? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Alright, so, yeah, let's get our frigate missions in like we always do. Let's see, brief. And this guy's bringing in all kinds of loot, storage augmentation there. Awesome. This is the mission with our SSV Normandy. Okay. Mission, here we go. And account, correct casing. Pearl, storage augmentation again, okay. One here. 1400 light. So a little on the shorter end, not short, but definitely on the shorter end of as far as frigate missions goes. Same with this one. And last we have this one, which is 3500 light years. Okay, so that's not so bad. Salvaged frigate module. Okay, I think I duped all that stuff there a little while back, so I'm just going to double check that, but I don't think I'm in any need of any of that stuff. What starship? Okay, we're looking at the speeder right now. So put that stuff here. That stuff next to it, I guess. And that stuff will go there somewhere. Oh, there it is. What else we got going on here? Bronze. We get stacks and stacks and stacks of that, so we'll just leave that right there. Leave that right there. Yeah, let's. We can access it fairly easily. What do we got here? We got okay, very bronze there. That's gotta get sold, I guess. Storage augmentations, of course. We probably, yeah, we got truckloads of that. The alcores. We got a few of those. Turbo cores. Those two, good. Going on. Crystallized heart. Okay. Working with metals. So we're working with that. Sorry. Need to do to go here. Let's just see. Yeah, we got 3 of these cannons here, but I don't really know it's what. So in case you're wondering, crystallized hearts. 1 for that, 2, 3 to fix this multi-tool. It's an A class, so let's see. This is the second one. Up by think I only got A-class multi-tools. I don't have near enough nanites to upgrade them to S right now anyway. Okay, what does this guy got? Got some, I think. Laser. Some mining. System mining. Yes. And 1700 damage out of simple caster. Alright, what about the last one? This is the pistol. Damage. Cannon.
What game you playing?
Mr. Pogger Plays. Mr. Pogger Plays. Welcome to the stream. This is No Man's Sky. Pretty much like it says in the description there. Sorry, I couldn't resist. No Man's Sky, yeah. So, not sure you've heard of it, but yeah, it's pretty cool game actually. You need a rundown of what goes on here, or just let me know. I can bore you to tears with all this stuff. What are we looking to sell here? This stuff for sure. I could revert. I have another save game that I just started. It's a survival playthrough, and it's I'm doing a no starter ship challenge. If you would like, I could just pop over to that and show you what the game is about a little bit, and pop in back in here to show you a little bit of the further like later
Sure,
game.
man.
Like some of the later game stuff. First though, I need to figure out what it is I'm getting rid of here. This goes here. Okay. I have to dump some of this stuff I just acquired. That I can just get rid of. 10 walker brains. Getting the crap loaded ad stuff. Okay. What's this? Oh, that's that thing. Okay. Here for now. Okay, I'll pop over there in just a minute. I'm just sorting out some stuff here so I don't forget where I'm at when I come back in a few minutes. Well, in a few minutes. If I go over to that new save, I might just stay there for the duration, because it's it'll be might be a half decent indication as to what this game is about, right? So yeah, maybe just do that. Sorting through a few things here. Beg your indulgence there. Okay, I think. Okay, some of this stuff is just a surplus. That's why I'm sticking it in there, because I'm just gonna sell it.
Hey, the Marty.
Hey.
Waving hand sign just popping in to leave a like before the Kraken play.
Hey.
Thumbs up
Oh
sign.
yeah, right on. You're a Kraken fan, are you? Right on. Thanks for popping in, Shock and Awe. Appreciate it, bud. I was just, I got a new viewer, and I'm just going to,
I subscribed, man. Nice stream. Been a minute. How ya been?
Yeah, it's how have I been? Well, just hanging in there, right? Hanging in by the skin of my teeth, as always. Uh, so I started a new survival playthrough there earlier on, and I was just telling the new viewer there that I'm probably going to pop in there and just give him the lowdown. He's curious as to what this game is about, and so I'm thinking about popping in there and just giving him a bit of a playthrough. But I want to get this sorted out first, so I don't have to do it when I come back. But let's see. Okay, right there should be just a couple of more things to push over here. Yeah, we'll be good to go. Rare lattice, relatticed art crystal. Yeah, it's a bit of a tongue twister. Okay, so this stuff. Sure, I can bounce of that. Yeah, I do. So that's going to get lost as well. So I don't have pot of. Pretty sure I do. I don't. Okay, that's it. All right. So. Okay, we got that sorted out. So what I'm going to do is now last thing I'm going to do, second last thing, two more things I want to do before I head back over to that save. And the first is to sell all this crap here I just pushed over from my freighter. Remember everything that I just pushed over. Be getting rid of stuff I need. There's lots of materials in this game.
In Calgary here, the sun is burning, so I might need to leave to go swimming in around 20 minutes.
Get out of here, Calgary, eh? Yeah, nation's capital over here. So the sun is not burning here. It's been raining for like a week here. Lots of flooding going on and stuff like that. So yeah, nobody having a whole lot of fun around here. It's supposed to clear up a little tomorrow, and we're up around 2022 on the weekend Celsius. So that should be.
I've been playing a bunch of Planet Crafter lately, but gotta keep in touch with the awesome NMS peeps.
Yeah, I think I've seen a few people play the Planet Crafter, but I might. I'm going to hold off on that for sure. I might actually pass on it altogether, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, wait now, what is this? A balanced mission, eh? Okay, let's throw our organic on this. Well as fuel bunker, trade vessel, and industrial. Oh yeah. Watch that. So what you're watching here, Mr. Prager, can I call you Mr. Prager? I can call you Mr. Prager. What you're watching here is this is my freighter that I'm on here now, and basically that's the ship you see down in the bottom left, and all these little ships here that you see around the freighter are the frigates. So at some point in the game, you can acquire a freighter like this.
Call me Merbogger, I don't mind.
Mr. Prager, okay, sounds good. So yeah, basically what you're looking at is buying a bunch of these frigates and oh shit, I got no fuel. Okay, I'll tell you what, we're gonna just do that later. What I'm gonna do is go back to my other save. Yeah, so before I do that though, I'm just gonna show you. This is the bridge of the freighter. There's the admiral or the captain over there, And back this way is the build area, so you can build various things in here. A teleporter, a sales terminal like this thing, and a few other things. So let's see. Yeah, so those frigates, basically you send them out on missions, and they bring you back loot of all kinds of loot stuff. Some of the stuff you can just outright sell. Some other stuff you can use for construction, upgrades, things like that. So this save here is what I've got going on here is a no starter ship.
My freighter build is getting out of hand. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Getting out of hand. So is it a labyrinth kind of thing you got going on there, or what's the deal? Oh, I've already lined this out. Okay, so all right, so what happens, Mr. Pogger?
Seems like a fun game. Do you know if it's available on PlayStation?
It's available on 3 platforms. It's available on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Lots of people played on all the platforms. It's vintage 2016, so it's not a new game, but they've come a long way in the last couple of years. They've made some huge strides, and the game is a lot more fun to play than it originally was. I believe that's the going the story everybody's kind of sticking to right now. So what happens is you spawn on a planet which has a hazard. It can have any of 4 different hazards. So the hazards are hot, heat, cold, toxicity, and radiation. And you do have a suit, kind of a space suit that you're outfitted with, which helps protect you against those hazards. But you have to continually feed the hazard protection in the suit because it wears down. And what I'm talking about
And all the updates are free.
yeah, so
Big
far,
plus.
yeah, shock and awe. You tell them like it is. Yeah. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recharge my life support because it's run down pretty much right now, and that's basically how you do that. All these materials here are used
It's
for
$60.
various.
Jeez.
It's $60 now. It'll probably go on sale. So if you do anything through Steam or something like that, you're likely going to see it go on sale at various times. I think I might have paid 30. I might have even paid 15. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been almost 3 years since I picked this up. But it was not 60. I didn't pay $60 for it. But I mean, even at $60, it's probably better than a lot of other $60 games.
Always half price during an update.
There you go. And I hear there's one. Well, I guess this is an update, isn't it? This update came out not too long ago, so there might be another expedition coming out. I was wondering about that the other night.
Oh, cool, might buy it.
Shock and awe. Do you know if the rumors of another expedition are true or not? Or are you in the same boat as me and a lot of other people, just kind of speculating and hoping and... So Mr. Poggers, Mr. Pogger, sorry. Yeah, so
I've heard, but nothing concrete.
yeah, I guess it's not nothing written in stone just yet. So yeah, for the last this is the 3rd year running now that the developer Hello Games has been putting out what they're calling expeditions, which is a special gameplay mode where you're given a set of objectives that you need to accomplish, and you're given 6 weeks to do it. It doesn't take 6 weeks. If you see some of the other streamers, a lot of the good streamers probably do it in under like 2 or 3 hours, right? So there's no shame in taking 10, 20, 30 hours to do an expedition, that's for sure. It takes me, the first run through an expedition usually takes me a good 10 or 12 hours because I'm really just taking my time and cruising around and doing stuff not entirely related to the expedition as such, but while still accomplishing the objectives, right? So that's over the last, like, this is the third year. Last year and the year before they had 4 expeditions, and they give you special rewards like a cool ship or something like that. So pretty interesting that way. You also have the opportunity of getting on Twitch on various week. Oh, dang it.
Worth it, Murpogger. I bought it a couple years ago. Have hundreds of hours in and still enjoy it.
Yeah, there's a number of things you can do. Like, for example, this playthrough that I'm doing here, it's been referred to as the no starter ship playthrough. So basically what happened was I spawned way over there, so where that red diamond is, and you see that's my starship. I'm walking away from my starship. I'm hoping to pick up a different one at some point. And it's a bit more challenging, obviously. The original playthrough, the idea is that you spawn on a planet with a particular hazard, and you have to deal with the hazard. You have to find your ship. You have to fix your ship. This is all like tutorial level stuff. So they basically walk you through what it is that you need to do to progress, right? And as you see
What
in...
site do you use so when someone chats the speaker says it?
That's called speech chat. I think it's speechchat.com. Yeah, you have to log in through Facebook or Google or something like that. Oh, there's another damaged machinery. So believe it or not, shock and awe, I've seen about 30 or 40 of these now, and none have given me an upgrade yet. It's going to be my lucky... Nope, it's nanites, look at that. So, yeah. Okay, power cells depleted. Let's throw some oxygen at it. Okay, so yeah, my ship was...
That's Marty's wife standing behind him reading chat out loud for him. On the floor laughing.
Yeah, you're funny, haha. She could care less about what I'm doing here, actually. I find that a little sad, but you know what, it is what it is, right? She's never been a gamer. I've been playing games since, what, 1990? On my own computer, that is. I've been playing video games since the late 70s. So yeah, it's funny. We have an arcade here, an old style arcade here in downtown, and it's called. Geez, what is that place called? Okay. Sentinels are terrible on this planet too, by the way. Yeah. Taking damage. Don't have the terrain manipulator yet. That comes with a base. So yeah, bases is another game mechanic that you can play around with. As a matter of fact, some of our online community here does a lot of base building, very intricate base building. So yeah, if you're curious, there's a lot of stuff to keep you busy in this game. A lot of moving parts, and even more neat stuff to keep you busy if you're interested. So yeah, even $60, not a bad deal in my opinion. I'm retired, so obviously from my dating myself there a minute ago about playing video games in the late 70s. That's the 1970s, right? In case you're wondering. So yeah,
All right, I'm leaving. I'm going to get some Slurpees.
All right, you take care. Thanks for popping in. I do this. I do this Tuesdays and Thursdays here
My
on
wife
YouTube.
hates everything I enjoy. Gaming, sports, haha, opposites attract, I suppose.
I suppose, yeah. So yeah, Mr. Pogger, Tuesday and Thursday I do this. Monday
Later,
and
Pogger waving hand sign.
yes, sir. Take it easy. Should I go back to my other playthrough?
See you guys.
Chalk and Ah, or what do you want to see? Do you want to see this? I'm just going to be walking over the planet looking for either a trading post or an archive where I can find a ship. Could take a while. Every now and then I'll stop and do a little scan like this, see if there's a building in the vicinity.
Just chilling. Do whatever.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty chill playthrough, right? I mean, not uncommon to see people play the no starter ship. Oh shit! I'm not 11 hours. No. So I was at a minor settlement beacon earlier, and I found that thing, but obviously 11 hours. I'm not going to spend 11 hours cruising that way. That's just absurd. I'll go over there and trip that that minor settlement once I find a ship. Having a bit of a time trying to find a ship, though. I mean, boom! There you go. I don't know if anybody's ever been killed by lava bombs or not. I hope not. That would be a roast, wouldn't it? Marty gets killed by a lava bomb in the first few hours of his no starter ship playthrough. Okay, let's see. New guide entry unlocked. What? Really? I gotta find a cave or something. Hang on now. Geez, not a lot of buildings, eh? Oh. Wow. Jetpack. Oh shit. Critically damaged. Alright, well let's take a look at that. Actually, let's fix this first. And this. And what the heck? Okay, jetpack's all done. Yeah, so I have 0 upgrades so far. Come on, again? What's up with that? Really? You're gonna get damaged every 3 seconds now, are you?
Gotta run in a bit to watch the Kraken. You're Canadian, right?
Yes.
Isn't being a hockey fan mandatory for you?
Absolutely not. I played hockey since I was, 8? So, I am a hockey fan. I used to be a pretty rabid fan of a particular team, but not so much in the last few years since COVID, you know. I've started doing a lot of gaming, and it's just taken over my life here. I've only been streaming for about a year though. I find it a lot of fun. I worked in IT for, well, pretty much all my life, so I'm really interested in, you know, technology and learning new things like that. So this fit right into my my retirement plan, especially after COVID hit. I had hoped to do a little more traveling, not extravagant, but you know, some traveling anyway. And of course, COVID just put the kibosh on that, right? Which is really unfortunate. But I mean, it is what it is, right? Not gonna go and cry about it now. That's not what this is. It may sound like it, but it's not. I've been having a lot of fun for the last 3 years doing this. Just playing. Oh, COVID, eh? You want to COVID me, do you? All right, you go ahead and COVID me. I'll just. Oh, what the hell is this? Have you ever seen this before? I've never seen this before. There's a base computer right here. I've never seen this. I didn't put that here.
My retirement plan is learning the phrase, "Welcome to Walmart. Can I help you?"
Yeah, fortunately, my between my employer and myself, we managed to sock away enough income to not have to get a job, another job. But yeah, so what the hell? I've never seen this before. Run into a base computer on a planet that you spawned on. That's just, I've never seen it before. I've never ever heard of it, actually. Anybody doing this. Have you ever seen this?
I've ran across just a few of those wild base computers.
Have you? I see, I've never seen anything like that. Huh. That's kind of bizarre. And I can't build anything. What? Well, I guess I can I teleport here? Probably. Okay, so I thought I saw something else too. Might have been west. Entirely sure. Just gonna go up in camera mode, scope it out. What's the limit? Oh, there is
I've
something.
never claimed one.
That's a crashed starship right there. I think I might be in luck. I might have a ship. Already. Wow, already. I guess it's not really already because I've been on this for a couple of hours at least. Yeah. So, am I? Ship is. Ship is over there. It is kind of west a little. I think it looked like a hauler. Not entirely sure, but so if Mr. Coggers had whatever, Mr. Progger, if he had stuck around long enough, he'd have found out what the one of the objectives of this thing is to find a ship, right? No starter ship. Well, that just means that you're not taking the ship that's given to you. You have to find a completely different one. Which.
Murpogger is here. I never left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have data in car.
Cool. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So. Let's see. Is that a ship? Am I going the right way first.
Have you gotten a Sentinel ship? I
Uh,
still don't know if I like them.
It is a ship. Look at that. Yes, I have a number of Sentinel ships on a number of my playthroughs. Oh God, I hope there's no landed pilot here, or crash pilot, or stranded pilot, or whatever it is. This looks like it's abandoned, so we're going to grab this, hopefully be able to fix it. And that'll be our first ship. Inspect recently installed ship deck. Okay, let's do that. Economy scanner, eh? Interesting. That's a good thing to have for sure. So, Mr. Pogger, yeah, the idea is to to repair some of your stuff, to find and repair your ship, and then to take your ship out of the star system. So if you bear with me for a little bit, you might see some of that in action here, because you happen to pop in just on time for me to find this this ship here. Now there's a number of different types of ships, right? This one here is a hauler, what they call a hauler, and yeah, finding a C-class hauler is not too out of the ordinary, I guess. Now I don't have any chromatic metal. Can't fix the shield. I can fix. I have to claim the ship first. You know what? I'm gonna swap that. I'm gonna swap it for mine. Because mine, I don't ever want to see it again. So this ship here is my original ship that they give you, right? And it's called the Radiant Pillar. Everybody gets, I think everybody gets this ship, except for the expedition, the special playthroughs. If you're doing a regular playthrough, whether it's relaxed, normal, survival, or custom, you pretty sure you're going to get this ship, and you can go ahead and find it, fix it, you know, do whatever else you need to do in the tutorial, and then carry on with the game. Or you can do what I did and challenge yourself to a no starter ship, which basically some people, what they do with the no starter ship though is they don't even do this. They don't use it at all, right? That's an even bigger challenge, because basically, well, you know what? If I swap my ship for that, that means I only have one ship. If I claim the hauler, that means I have two ships. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to swap it. I don't want to see the. I don't want to see the Radiant Pillar again. Okay, so when you first get in your ship, it starts these diagnostics and stuff, and tells you there's broken pieces, and then you got to go and find the parts to fix it. Now, fortunately, I've been walking around the planet here for the better part of 2 or 3 hours, so I've come across a couple of places and picked up a few things that I'm pretty sure I'm going to need. So here we go. The suit is going to tell me to repair the ship's systems. And there's one, pulse engine. Now I'm sure I bought a hermetic seal. So I don't know where it would have went. Let's see. Okay, let's fix that. And I'm sure I bought a hermetic seal. I was sure I bought a hermetic seal. Dang it. Because I stopped in at a minor settlement, and sure enough, the guy had a hermetic seal. But obviously, he doesn't have one now. I don't have that hermetic seal, so that That's the bad news. And of course I can't make it, right? I can make that. Metal plating. Some parts, some things you can make and some things you can't. These are the only 8 things I can make with the stuff that I have, with the blueprints and things that I have. So I'm going to have to find a hermetic seal somewhere. And the tutorial should show me, actually. I'm counting on that, actually. So if I exit the ship now, it should show me pulse engine repair, metal plating repair, hermetic seal. Okay, repairing starship requires crafted products. Yep, that's right. Where am I going to get the hermetic seal, bud? Not going to tell me, are you? Partially complete. Board the starship and consult the diagnostics. Okay, well. Yeah, okay. More diagnostics. Okay. Starship critically damaged, vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components. Pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Request assistance. So this is part of the tutorial, right? When you get in your ship, you don't have a hermetic seal. The game kind of sends you off to a place where you can find a hermetic seal. Simple as that, right? Salvage planetary charge from the distress beacon cache. So the distress beacon is this thing here. Yeah. So there's a red diamond with like an eclipse symbol on it. And this thing is going to give me a map or something like that. It's going to tell me where to find the hermetic seal. First, I'm going to do all this business. A red light appear inside the beacon's housing as well as its distress broadcast unit contains a planetary chart. So there's the chart. So I need to activate the chart. It's now in my inventory, I hope. Is it in my starship? It is. Okay. Because obviously I don't have any room in my suit inventory. Yeah, so the suit I was talking about earlier, the suit that helps protect you against the hazards, it also has inventory capacity. And when you plot a route with the map, basically you get a location like this, right? So arrive in 1 hour. What? Are you freaking kidding me? You're gonna make me spend an hour going over there to get a hermetic seal? Oh no. That's not possible, is it? It's just a rip-off. There's nothing else. There's not really much else I can do. Because I need that hermetic seal. Why is it sending me an hour over there? Seriously, boys? You're kidding me, right? That's a rip-off. Okay, I just been had. I'm sure I bought a hermetic seal at that. Maybe it didn't let me buy it. Maybe it let me think I bought it. And actually, it didn't actually let me buy that hermetic seal because it knew I didn't have a ship yet. And so... Where's my base? Okay, this is the base I was just at. There's no save beacon down here. Okay, so this is just trouble from start to finish here. Yeah. I don't know if this is a way for the developer to discourage people from uh, incoming storms now. Oh, great. I don't have a terrain manipulator, right? Oh my god. This is just turning into a shit show here. Yeah. Okay. Um. Howard. Jesus. So that's an hour over and an hour back. And I think I might go back to my my other save because this is just stupid. I don't want to bore viewers to sleep. I don't get it. I don't get why I didn't get the I don't get why I didn't get the thing I needed to fix my ship. Yeah, the hermetic seal. Because I was at a minor settlement, and I thought for sure I'd pick one up because I knew I was going to need it. Well, I knew. If I found a, you know what? No, I'm gonna go off in the same direction I was going in. I'm gonna keep going north and hope I come across an archive or a trading post where I can buy a ship that's actually running, because that's ridiculous. Having to go back where I just came from for that's not gonna happen. Can I get out of the cave this way, I wonder? Well, there's only one way to find out, I guess. Head over this way and see where you end up, eh? I got 0 stamina. It's too funny. Yeah, I know, right? Now I'm gonna get killed by these bastards here. Alright. Well, at least they give me some sodium and some oxygen. Oh, that's nice. Storm clearing, eh? Yeah, that's nice. Still don't have a terrain manipulator. If I had a terrain manipulator, I could get out of this cave in an instant. But, not getting out that way. What about over this way? Is there an exit? There is no exit this way either. At least I don't think so. No. No exit this way. Wow. Okay. So this just got a lot harder. I wanted a challenge. Well, I got a challenge, I guess. Yeah, this just got a lot harder because with storms, your hazard protection just gets the shit knocked out of it like 3 or 4 times as quick. Jesus. Can't even get out of my own way here. Yeah, so my best bet is to try and make a bunch of these things. I got enough cobalt. How many can I make? Okay. This recharges your hazard protection. Ion batteries, and so does the sodium. So I should be good for that. But I need more of these. So I only got a few of those. And I only got 162 oxygen. Okay. 20 ion batteries, 7. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep going the way I was going then. Just gonna keep going north. And hope to run into a trading post or an archive. And the reason for that, or a down, not a down pilot, but a landed pilot. Maybe I have enough money to buy ship off a landed pilot. Maybe not. I doubt it, but you never know. My stamina just went to shit for some reason. It's like I got no stamina now. No stamina. Now I'm going to have storms to deal with. This should be fun. This might end a little quicker than I thought, Mr. Pogger. So, if you're wondering how the game ends, stay tuned. It's possible that you'll see. Yeah, if you're inside a building or a cave, you are not in the elements. So the idea, when you're walking around like this, is to look for buildings or caves, especially during storms, because the hazards are even more pronounced during storms. And yeah, I get that. Thank you. And your exosuit never fails to warn you that your protection is toast. So let's see. Buildings. Nothing. It's not showing me anything. Oh, we got some more oxygen right here. It's good, we'll take that. Do we have a cave here? Or is it just a hole in the ground? Looks like it might be just a hole in the ground. Not sticking around long enough to find out. Oh man. If I use my sodium, I can use it granularly rather than using the life support, or not the life support gel, the ion batteries. The ion batteries, you use one or two and you don't have much choice beyond that, right? But your sodium, you know, yeah, it gets kind of used granularly, so it's a little more efficient that way. Life support at 35, okay. Let's just get up on top of the hill here and see what we can see. Maybe we'll see something. Okay, so east, nothing. 4 hours. That's the ship I found. Crashed ship. I also found a transmission tower. Transmission tower lets you spots one of several game artifacts as well, including a crashed starship or a crashed freighter. So I found a crashed freighter, crashed starship, but it's with the transmission tower, but it's far away, so I wasn't gonna go there for that. So this damaged machinery, sometimes it'll give you a useful piece of technology like that. Alrighty, well, I'll be damned. Okay, so this thing is just getting used up just so quickly. Now where is this thing? There you go. Some things I always thought you used to have to dig those out, but that's not so much the case. You can just stand over top most of them and pick them up off the ground. So So that's good. Okay, get that out of my screen, please. Yeah. So, in case you didn't notice, as you use your jetpack, your life support gets drained. So that's a bit of a downer too, because your jetpack allows you to go a lot faster, but then again, it drains your life support as well. So it's a bit of a downer. Buildings, 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 buildings. Nothing, nothing. Yeah, nothing at all. Okay. More oxygen off this hazardous flora. High hydrogen crystals here. Okay, so everything you see, well, everything, most things that you see, like the rocks, the plants, the animals, they are all good for giving you some kind of resources. Plants will give you carbon. The rocks will give you some kind of ferrite dust or pure ferrite. And you can use those for building or crafting various things. Your scanner, the thing you hold in your hand like the pistol or the rifle, allows you to mine those materials. So what I'm talking about is this stuff here, right? You can scan them too, and you'll get you'll get paid for scanning them. But you can use that. You can use your mining device, see, to mine it, and then you can harvest the materials that they are composed of for use in various. Shit on you, friggin' sentinels. Yeah, just you stay back there. Nothing.
All right, Marty. Heading out to catch pre-game.
Sounds good,
I'll
bud.
catch you later.
All right, take care, Shock
Waving
now.
hand sign.
Thanks for popping in, bud. Okay, gotta recharge this yet again. Yeah, I know. So it's a constant battle, as you can see. It's a constant battle to keep your hazard protection and your life support charged such that it's not killing you. Unknown building over that way. That's promising. I don't know what the building is. It won't tell me. But I'm certainly going to go over and check. It could be what I'm looking for. It's hard to say right now from here. Usually you got to get into probably 100 units, which is probably the equivalent of a meter. You got to get into probably 100, 150 units before you can see what a building is. Depending on the terrain, of course. If you're on terrain like this, then yeah, you're going to want to be a lot closer. These things here are the technology modules that are buried. They contain salvage data, like you can see there on the top right of the screen. Salvage data is very expensive. Certainly not one of the most expensive things in the game, but it is expensive. So good thing to pick up and then trade in after. As a mid-game mechanic, or I should say, after the very early game mechanics of trying to survive and picking up various bits and pieces, your ship and so on, that salvage data will be useful for acquiring building products, stuff that will make your life a lot easier as the game goes on. There's a couple of places you can get that. Okay, look at this. So a nanite repository will have the blueprint or an actual hermetic seal. I'll be damned. Okay, so I can actually go back to my ship now because I've picked up a hermetic seal. So the only question is, where the heck is my ship? 12 minutes away. That's not terrible. I can actually fix my ship now, so I think I will go back and fix it. That's the kind of deal I was looking for, right? A building with that piece of equipment in it, a nanite repository. So when I get back to my ship, okay, so this one, I don't know if this one has a nanite repository. This is a manufacturing facility, and it's guarded. It's guarded by these guys here. So sentinels, basically. Now, the safest thing for me to do here is just to gather the loot if I can, and just move back to my ship. Just keep going. Don't even bother. Although, you know what? Probably should, but I don't know if I can install my equipment. I tell you what, I'm going to go, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go under that shelter back there. I'm going to see if I can install the weapon onto my multi-tool. First, I'm going to trip this save beacon, so at least I have a save. If something goes awry, I can restore. Yeah, so these guys here, these guys will shoot at you as soon as the fun begins. So what I'm talking about is this multi-tool here. That's my pistol, and it's my scanning and mining device. Now I also have this bolt caster, which is a weapon. Now I can't install this because I don't have the necessary parts. I don't have chromatic metal. I can make carbon nanotubes, but I cannot make chromatic metal at this time. So the other, this might have been useful too, but I don't have any glass or wiring looms. So I can't really make my weapon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to forego this altogether. And I don't suppose I can call in my ship. This little beacon here that you find on various buildings. Holy crap, you can call your ship in. Okay, even if it's broke? Wow, that's weird. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, so now I can fix my ship with this hermetic seal. And if I'm not mistaken, I got the... Yeah. Pulse engine critically damaged. Yeah, it gave me the blueprint, which means I can make more hermetic seals if I need to. Now, what's damaged here still is the deflector shield. And again, this thing is looking for chromatic metal. Okay, let's... it's 50, right? I'm going to take apart this this part of this X-class shield upgrade in the hopes that I will get chromatic metal. There it is. So when you dismantle technology, chances are, well, it'll tell you what you can get, right? On the bottom it says dismantle in that box there, and it tells you this one, if I dismantle this, it'll give me 50 pure ferrite and 30 sodium nitrate. So now I can fix the shields. I can fix my cannon. And yeah, so now I have a working ship. There's a lot of stuff still broken on this ship. All these things in red here are still broken. But the ship is functional. It has a pulse engine, it has a launch thruster. I can actually take off in this thing. And I'm wondering if I can... Starship view, I can do that right here. Okay. So I like to fly in third person, like this, not first person, like looking at through the cockpit. There are some good things about looking at through the cockpit. You see the coordinates down in the bottom left there. That tells you where you are on the planet. You can see your speed and a few other things. But personally, I like third person flying because you can see a lot more of the terrain. So, all right, now that I've got a ship, I can go and do a couple of other things that I flagged earlier. So this distress beacon will, that's the location of a crashed starship. And what tells me it's 7.5, almost 7.5 minutes away. So there's a little trick you can use to get there a little quicker. And that's just to go out of the atmosphere. And there's a little pause right there. That tells you you're out of the atmosphere. So then you just point your nose of the ship back down to your target and use, in my case, it's used a spacebar to use the pulse engine. And the pulse engine will get you there a lot quicker. But you can't do that inside the atmosphere. You have to go out of the atmosphere in order to be able to use your pulse engine to do this. But yeah, the 7 minutes you see turned into less than a minute. So that's a neat little trick that you can use to get around on a planet a lot quicker. Okay, so it looks like we have another hauler, another crashed hauler here. So what I'm going to do probably is fix that one too, and well, pretty much the same routine that I just did, right? So the distress beacon, that's what that's the thing that I'm looking for, right? Because that's the signal I got comes from this. It's hard to tell just how long ago this craft crashed here. The pilot's reptilian body is fully decomposed and the technology looks dated. The pilot's skeletal hand is clutching something. I go investigate, but a noise from the cargo hold distracts me. Investigate the object in the pilot's hand. I find a hollow locket. It projects an image of a life form that was perhaps the pilot's mate. This, however, wasn't the only information that was stored. So hazmat gauntlet is a piece of technology for your exosuit. A very useful piece that allows you to pick up a number of things that you would not otherwise be able to pick up. And we don't have, again, chromatic metal, so we can't install that. But as soon as we do have chromatic metal, that'll be one of the first things I'll do. So, okay, we got these 3 containers that we should loot. Unfortunately, the big round red and black barrel I cannot loot. I need the Atlas Pass for that. That's another piece of technology as well. And the ship, it's the same drill. You just click on it and you can claim the ship. So, I can't even trade the one I have for this one. I have to either claim it or just leave it. So I've claimed the ship, and again, it has some broken parts. Looks like the same broken parts: the shield, the pulse engine, and the launch thruster. So I have the parts necessary to fix the launch thruster. I don't have the parts to fix the deflector shield. So again, I'm going to tear this one down. Now I have the parts to fix that. So at least that's done. Can I put this over here? Looks like I can. Hermetic seal and a metal plate. Okay, let's see. I can make a hermetic seal, and I need a little bit more ferrite dust to make a metal plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to step... Actually, yeah, I have to step out. I have to step out of the ship and harvest something that will give me ferrite dust, like this rock over here. Hopefully that'll be enough. I only need 6, so probably enough to make a metal plate. Yes, it is. So now you see I can fix ship, and I can now fly this ship. Pulse engine critically damaged. No, it's not. Just fixed it. Okay, so the other thing I was looking for was a minor settlement, which is over here. That's the icon for the minor settlement. I'm going to tag it. It's about an hour away, so I'm going to do the same thing. Did I just see something on the ground there that interesting? Yes, I did. So your ship has a scanner as well. The ship you're flying, in our case, we press the C key to engage the scanner. Factoring facility. I said earlier, I'm not ready to go in there, so we'll bypass that. Yeah, so in order to get to the minor settlement a little quicker, what we do is we go out in space. There's the pause. 1, 2, 3. Point the nose down and engage the pulse engine, and that hour turns into less than a minute. So it takes 4, 5, 6 seconds to get around the other side of the planet. Okay, incoming transmission. So I just got hailed by somebody. Identify yourself. Okay, sure. You are not alone. Follow the broadcast and just train it as it began. The final piece of the signal appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. Okay. Yeah, got it. It's sort of behind me and to my left. But I got this minor settlement I want to get at first. And fortunately, the minor settlement has a landing pad, which is an active landing zone. You'll see it's shows up as blue rings first, which turn green. When they turn green, that means that you can actually engage an automatic landing sequence on your ship. So what I'm going to do here is, first thing I'm going to do is get the loot at the beacon, the save and chart beacon. Most buildings have one of those. There it is. Okay, there's a save point. Restore point saved. Okay, now we got a couple of outbuildings that we should check out. Okay, so why is there nothing in this? Oh, maybe I got it. Okay. Now, this little blue pentagon here, that's one of the things I look for. Oh, come on, man. Okay, yeah, the little blue pentagon, that's the one with the buried technology modules that you should probably be digging up. And, okay, so nanites from that thing. So I got one piece of technology out of all the damaged machinery I managed to find. It's a pretty paltry sum, if you ask me. Alright. Okay, so this little fella here is a gek, right? There are 3 dominant life forms in the universe. 4, really, if you include yourself as the traveler. And yeah, the ones that we find here on this planet, gek. So you can learn pieces of their language as you go, which helps you understand the conversation they're trying to have with you. E-class, eh? I still don't think I have enough money. Exchange mine. 0.9. Having said that, okay. Ooh, yeah, that new upgraded multi-tool. You know what? I don't really want the class multi-tool. I'm gonna check this guy just to see if I can purchase. Okay, so very early game, you cannot purchase all of the technology that this guy is selling. The vendor at minor settlements or elsewhere. You need rank 3 Gek, or rank 3 of whatever life form is dominant on the in the star system you're in. The way to increase the rank, the easy way, is to find items that you can use as gifts. So in this case, Gek relics will work, but unfortunately I don't have any. So I cannot use a Gek relic to increase the standing that I have with these people just yet. I'm hoping to be able to do that shortly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell those things first, though, just to get more money. I don't really need them right now, and I can find lots more. So that's my thinking on that. Okay, so we got all the loot. You know what? These rock formations here look suspiciously like rocks that will yield expensive crystals during a storm. I almost feel like hanging out here for a minute, because that would be like 1, 2, and 3 right there. Possibly more right here in front of me. We haven't had a storm in a few minutes, so I'm guessing there's probably one coming pretty soon. Yeah. So I mentioned earlier about scanning. So you can scan rocks, that's the minerals, the flora, which is all the trees, plants and stuff. Not all of them, most of them. And that will give you some kind of income. The animals will also give you income as you scan them. There will be a little red dot signifying an animal that you haven't scanned. When you scan them, the red dots turn to green paws. Dang. The little red dots turn to green paws, and when you've scanned all the animals on a planet, you can go into your Discoveries tab here, and you'll see that there's a bonus for scanning all the animals. You can get anywhere from 0 to like 14 or quite a few different animals on a single planet. Some planets, the last animals are harder to find. This one wasn't too bad.
Looks like your rain came to my house.
Oh no! Sorry about that. I didn't mean to shove it over your way, but you know, it is what it is, right? I don't mean to laugh. Nobody likes the rain, unless you're a farmer. Yeah, so these, I've scanned these 7 creatures, and I've gotten 250 nanites per creature of a bonus, which is I think 1,750 nanites. The nanites is a secondary form of currency. The main form is the units here on the left. The units allow you to buy a number of things, including ships and things like that. The more you have, the better, the happier you'll be, probably. Nanites allow you to buy technology components or upgrades, so they're very useful too. Quicksilver is a special item that you can use on the special space station. We'll visit that probably by the end of the stream. We'll probably get there. Trying to see if there's something that I haven't scanned, just to show you what I mean by getting income. Yeah, no, I don't see. I'm sure I haven't scanned anything. In fact, if you go to your log, which is here, eventually you'll have an entry in your log that tells you what you got left to scan on the planet, plants, animals, and minerals. This one doesn't. See, it tells me how many I've discovered, but it doesn't tell me how many there are. At least I don't think. No. See, total of 12 so far, but there's it doesn't. There's no indication of how many there are total. That comes later in the game. I was really hoping for a storm. Okay, so what else did I have flagged here? I think that's all. I think I'm going to go to the signal source and see what that's all about. If there's a storm, and there's actually storm crystals on this planet, I'm going to try to dig some out because they are also very valuable. You can make there's a storm crystals are a component in a type of ship fuel, but you can just sell them too. So here we go. We're going to go to the signal source. As you can see, there's at least one more planet in this system. You saw it up on the top left there. So when we're finished here, we will be exploring. Quite likely, we will be exploring at least one more planet in this system. Oh, okay. Hey, wait a second. Is that an approximate location? It is. Okay, so there's two building artifacts here that are very, can be very useful. Okay. So this signal source, I have a funny feeling that's down on our right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly over the signal source, the approximate location here, and just trip that. It's going to tell me to land to begin my search. I'm not going to land just yet because I want to turn around and show you the other buildings that I think that's the signal source there. I think that could be very well signal source right here. So, okay. Three other buildings that we just flew over here. Here's the first one. This is a holographic comms tower. So it allows you to communicate with various life forms, and the game requires you to do so. The second thing here is probably the biggest building on the planet. It's called an archive. It has anywhere between 4 and 6 or 7 of those landing pads, and you saw that one of them was lit up, so I can actually land there if I wanted. Another one is this one here. This is a trading post. This thing here has 7 landing pads, and as you can see, there's blue rings which will turn green as I approach, and when they turn green I can land. I can activate an automatic landing sequence. So I'm going to go there. Probably actually going to go to the archive first. But first I want to find the source of this thing here, which is the mission that I'm on right now. And like I said, I think it's just to the right or this way. There's what I like to call a stick in the mud. See that? There it is. Okay. So this thing right here, my guess is this thing is the location I'm looking for. I'm just going to flip this thing around to point to the archive. Go to next. And I'm going to land right next to these things here. So there's a piece of damaged machinery here. I affectionately call these locations sticks in the mud. Stick in the mud or a flag and a beacon. Flag and a beacon because that's pretty much what it is. There's your flag and there's your beacon, your save and chart beacon. So you can actually click that and save and create a save. Shouldn't have to go any further back than that. And here it is. Here's our icon for the next part of the mission. Sparking wires of the machine generate a signal tapping out its broadcast into the void. Whoever left this message is long gone. So decipher the signal. Decoding 16, 16, 16. Okay. Entry 4925C, no fuel in tank, I guess. Failed to reach station. Hazard production low, no choice but to burrow underground, I guess. Deployed base computer. As well as the log entry, the signal contains plans for a base computer and a terrain manipulator. That's awesome. Those are two essential pieces of technology that you are going to need. So we'll keep going. Any luck, the base computer will hold more information about whoever is leaving these messages. So we extract the plans. There's the plan for the base computer. Need chromatic metal. And the plan for the terrain manipulator. I just need 2 carbon nanotubes. I'm short 2 carbon nanotubes to install a terrain manipulator on my multi-tool. Okay, let's go over here. Look at my multi-tool. Okay, here's the terrain manipulator technology. I'm short 2 carbon nanotubes. I can't make anything in these slots. These are just technology. So I can't build anything in there. I can build in the ship's cargo area down here, or I can build in the exosuit cargo area, just down here. You can barely see the word cargo there. There's something bright in the back here that's obscuring the word cargo here. Trust me, it's there. I built 2 carbon nanotubes. And now I can install my terrain manipulator. So the good thing about the terrain manipulator is 2 good things. If you're walking around the planet like I was early in the game, if you have a terrain manipulator, you can dig a hole and get out of the elements. Because in effect what you're doing is you're making a cave. So in caves and in buildings you are out of the elements. That's an awesome thing. The other thing about the terrain manipulator is that it allows you to mine deposits. So on this planet, we have deposits of magnetized ferrite, pyrite, and copper. Now, copper is the essential bit there because you can refine that to make chromatic metal. That's the stuff we were short of earlier to make our to fix our ship, right? So what we're looking for is a source of copper that's closer at hand, hopefully. There's one at 160, which is pretty darn good, actually. Why is that? Okay, it's not letting me tag that, but that's okay. I've tagged another buried technology module here. So as we go over it, we should be able to dig it out. Oh, not going to let me do that. Okay, so here's the, oh yes it is. Okay, so there's the buried technology module where I can get salvage data. Now I said I saw some copper over this way, really not very far away. There it is, so we'll tag that. And that'll help us navigate directly to the, yeah, there it is, directly to the copper deposit So now I've got my terrain manipulator equipped, as you can see in the top right corner. Manipulator mode is mine, so I can go ahead and mine the copper. Now, this terrain manipulator needs to be charged occasionally because it uses some kind of fuel. The fuel it uses is the oh, here you go. Look, if I just point it at the ground, you see I'm digging. I'm harvesting silicate powder. The good thing about the terrain manipulator is that's one of the things you can use to fuel it, silicate powder. So what I'm going to do is just dig a little extra silicate powder, just in case the charge on the terrain manipulator runs out. I can recharge it with the silicate powder I'm mining as I mine copper. Okay, so we're just spending way too much time out in the elements here. Now I'm just wondering if actually I'm wondering what I needed chromatic metal for. Oh yeah, for the hazmat gauntlet, this thing. So what I need to do is I need to now get out of my ship, deploy this portable refiner, and refine some copper. So that's what I'm going to do now. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do that here. I'm going to do that at the archive, which is should be just over here, right? That's what we figured, right? Just passed it. Yeah, we just passed it. See, it's not even spawned in yet. There it is. Okay. Now we're looking for a landing zone, which is that. What I'd like to do though is I'd like to end on the top and actually, you know what? I'm gonna land down here. The reason for that is I want to keep the upper level landing pads clear so that other pilots can land. Okay, and there they come. So you can trade your ship with other pilots if you want. The only thing is that you got to keep in mind that the value of your ship has to be equal to or better than or greater than the value of the ship you want to trade for. So for example, that little thing there is a fighter. It's a C-class fighter, but it's worth 4.85 million units. Now, my ship down there, it's worth 9.7. It would be worth 9.7 if it wasn't all beat up. As it is there, it's probably worth $1 million or $1.5 million. So in order to buy this ship here, I would probably need to spend an extra 3 or 3.5 million units. And I almost got that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how much my ship is actually worth. First, I'm going to deploy my... okay, so the thing you need to know about the archive building here is there's a vendor, just like in the minor settlement here, right here. And right in front of the vendor, there's a location that is impervious to the elements. So you can stand here and you'll not be affected by the elements. If you walk just this way a little bit, if you walk either way a little bit, you see the elements affect you, right? So, yeah. There's another fighter, basically the same specifications, 4.85 million. That's a shuttle over there. It's slightly beefier. In other words, it has more cargo space, so it's worth 5.2 million. Just a little bit more. Here's another shuttle. This is a B-class shuttle with a little bit more cargo space, and it's worth almost 8 million. I'm just going to go over here and just going to make an offer for this guy's ship, so you can see the dynamics here. So you can trade with these guys. You know, they'll have 1 or 2 pages of these things, materials that you can buy. You can also sell some stuff to them. So basically, if I was to buy his ship and I didn't have enough money, I could probably sell some of my stuff for him. The other, I guess, important item on his menu here is to make an offer for his ship. So this is the cargo specification of his ship here. You'll see you see all the technology slots and the cargo slots. Nothing broken on these ships because they're functional ships, right? Crash ships, you'll always have something broken, except for crashed Sentinel interceptors, which is a new game mechanic as of probably last month or something like that. Quite exciting too, actually. Very very lucrative. So if I'm gonna try to buy his ship, you need to you need to negotiate the price, right? And down here you'll see that you can either buy it for almost 8 million, or you can exchange it for yours plus almost 6 million. Now, obviously, I don't have almost 6 million, but that gives me an idea how much my ship is worth, right? See, it's worth 2,035,000 units. So that's what my ship is worth, right? So if you do the math, yeah, let's see, what's this hollering? If you do the math, 2 million, I said, right? No, what did I say? Whatever it was, I said 2 million plus my amount here, 3.6. That's as much as I can buy in terms of price of a ship. So if you look at the price of the ship there, the value of your ship plus what you have on hand in cash units is the amount that you can spend to buy a new ship. So here we got the refiner pulled out. I'm going to refine the copper to get some chromatic metal. I'm just going to let that sit. It's going to take a minute, so I'm going to let that sit and go over here. There's a couple of other guys in the archive that you might want to talk to, or you may not. It's up to you. I don't think this guy has anything to say to me, but manage life form units unmistakable here and then involve the Merchants Guild. You do not seem particularly interested in trading with me, however. So you leave, right? There's a Galactic Trade Terminal again. This is the location of the thing that you can use to buy or sell items. Here's the stuff that I have. Not selling anything, I don't think. But I'm curious to know what's in store. So this guy does have chromatic metal. I'm gonna buy that. It's not that expensive. And I'm going to see if I can now install. I can install my hazmat gauntlet. Sodium nitrate and antimatter. So I do not have the blueprint for antimatter. So I can't install this component just yet. And I don't have the blueprint. It looks sort of like this, only it's red. Okay, base computer, eh? Nice. Purchase blueprints. Okay, so I still can't buy that because I haven't increased the standing amongst the GEC. Now I'm going to go to the other building here that I saw a moment ago to show you how you can increase the standing. Oh, actually, I might be able to do a little bit of that here. Okay, so there's a. Actually, first let me just take this up. metal, grab this, get up, and go over and talk to this guy. So you noticed earlier you can do business with these guys, right? Offer to trade. Here's the stuff I was talking about earlier. Gek relic. This, you can offer this as a gift to life forms on the in the buildings, on the space station, etc. I'm gonna buy 3 of these. Oh shit! I got no free slots. Okay, what can I sell? Can I sell? Yeah, let's sell the salvage data. Okay, buy 3 of these. So basically what I've done is I've bought 3 Gek relics, which I will now turn around and give away as gifts. Like I said, you can do this to life forms that are on the planet. So, and if you interact with the life forms, one of the menu items will be offer a gift. So I'm going to offer him a gift. He's going to accept it with gratitude. And you'll see that the standing increased Gek times 1. So that's the point of doing, that's how you increase your standing. That's one way to increase your standing amongst the life form that you're dealing with. I'm going to do it again. Offer another relic. He's increased my standing as well. And I'm going to give the 3rd one to this guy. So I should have a standing of at least 3 now. Now what I should have done was, I'll show you what I should have done here. Because you can see what the standing, your standing is with the life form. If you go into the catalog and you look at the Gek, see standing total 3. So I pretty much had to buy 3 of those gifts and give them in order to get a standing of 3. And now, if I go back to the vendor, his technology will be available to the blueprints, you see. Now I can buy the hazard protection, which is the coolant network, which is useful on this planet because it's burning hot. And I can buy the neural stimulator, which is a piece of technology for the jetpack. And of course I have to install them, so I can install that because I have the parts to do it. And the coolant network, okay, we need phosphorus and silver. We have the copper, we need phosphorus and silver. I don't know that I saw that in here. So we'll just have a quick look here. No, I saw platinum. There is dirty bronze. Now, dirty bronze refines down to something, but I don't remember what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy my portable refiner again and throw in the dirty bronze. Okay, so it does go to silver, you see? So now I have the silver that I need for that. So I can I can already install it. It won't be fully installed until I get 150 phosphorus, however. So I'm not going to bother to do that just yet. Just to keep in mind that I do have the silver to do that with. So this stuff I'm going to put up on the starship. You know what? No. No, not. Go to a base computer. My base computer has some stuff. Yeah, thanks for that. So that is pretty much what you're looking at in terms of the archive, the planetary archive. This guy also has components. He has technology, but he also has components. And this is what I thought I did earlier. I thought I bought a hermetic seal. Obviously, I didn't have one in my inventory, so maybe I didn't buy one. Here's something useful as well. Exosuit upgrade charts. These are maps that will show you the location of a exosuit upgrade, inventory slot upgrade. How many of those do I have now? I have 4. Okay, so I should get another. Just don't think I can make it better housing. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy one just to make sure, because I don't know if I can make one. I don't think I can. These guys. So I'm gonna get it here. These things here are very useful. Yeah, I've already got. I'm gonna buy a couple more. Gonna buy a couple more. They are so useful, and you cannot make these. The only way to get those is to buy them, or to break down technologies that will yield those components. I think that's the only 2 ways to get the wiring looms. Okay, we're going to go back to our ship. We're going to go and head over to the trading post that I also identified a few moments ago. Should be just down over the hill here, I'm hoping. There it is, okay. Yeah, you see there's a bunch of ships circling the trading post. They're just looking to land, waiting to land or something. We're likely gonna get a bunch of ships landing here. Okay, I'm just gonna cover off a few of the different types of ships that you can possess and fly. So that's a hauler, the one I'm using. It's big. The fighters are probably one of their smaller ships. Their specialty, of course, is fighting, so weapons and shields. There's another fighter there. Nice one, right? There's another hauler. And this guy over here is an explorer. Explorer type. They come in all shapes and sizes, pretty much. Most of the ships come in various shapes and sizes. There's a number of different models. You can pick and choose what, if you find one you like and you have the means to obtain it and get it for yourself, right? Spoil yourself, so do that. Oh, we got more copper here. More magnetized ferrite. I don't think I have any room in my inventory though, right? No. Phosphorus. You know what? I am going to install this because it did not free a slot. Dang. So what I need to do, I think, probably is to should I do this? So the rusted metal that you find in various containers can be refined into ferrite dust. 1 rusted metal will give you 2 ferrite dust. I'm just going to get that out of my inventory just temporarily. Okay, I'm going to go down and talk to this pilot. I'm looking for phosphorus, right? So it's possible that these pilots will have some of the stuff you're looking for, right? The only way to find out really is to offer to trade with them. Now, this guy doesn't have phosphorus. Has other things that I could use. But again, I don't have much space in my inventory, so I'm going to pass on that right now. See if this guy stays up here long. Talk to him. Answer is... Come on, man. Trade. None of these guys seem to have phosphorus. So, okay. The trading post does have a galactic trade terminal. So you can always check this guy out, see if it has phosphorus. This one does not. Okay. See how our refiners do. It's taking forever. Just taking forever. Another hauler there. This is an S-class hauler. See hauler / S36 plus 18. S is the highest class of ship that you can get. Is the best class of ship. Now, if this was any other kind of ship, my mouth would be watering now. But I don't really care for haulers. The only reason I picked up the one I have is because it was crashed. It was just lying there waiting for me to pick it up. Really, didn't take a whole lot to fix it, and now basically I'm going to go up to the space station and scrap it for parts, which I will then sell. 4 million for that functional fighter there. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much, you know, the dynamics of the early game, right? You spawn on a hazardous planet, fix some of your stuff, you find your ship, you fix that, and then you go out into space, you establish a base, and you go from there. It's at that point it's a question of the rest of the game mechanics, like getting a freighter, getting a settlement, getting the stuff that you need to dig out sentinel interceptors now, which is a recent development in the game. Yeah, I don't. I mean, some of this stuff is useful for sure. The magnetic resonators are a common building component. Starship launch fuel speaks for itself. Microprocessors and metal plating is also common building stuff. But now, again, I don't want to overfill my inventory. I think I'm going to limit it to. Oh, it's 500. Okay. So the limit in this mode, survival mode, your inventory limit is 500. So basically, I'm looking at. See, I've got 2 stacks of this stuff that. One way I could minimize that is to create some more. Life support gel. Stuff that will use up. If I press E now to craft more, you'll see that 55 dihydrogen. Oh, I'm missing a component. What am I missing? I have to craft the dihydrogen first. Okay, so let's say I make 2 dihydrogen. See, this total went down, right? So now I can craft 2 of these. And I've opened up, I freed up another slot, basically. Let's put the copper together, sort of. So okay, this is done because it's out of fuel. So what I'm gonna, let's just finish it up. Now, what did I say were the elements on this planet? Magnetic, ferrite, pyrite, and copper. Okay, quite often on hot planets like this, phosphorus will be one of the elements. Unfortunately, on this planet, that's not the case. Yeah, that's pretty much. But I mean, it is what it is. And let's see, speaking of planets. Okay, look at this. Be damned. This system, the system I spawned in, now I spawned on this planet here, Rotkolu T10, Volcano World. Obsidian bead. Yeah, so this system was discovered 4 years ago by a player called 3DXZ, and he discovered 2 of the planets. No, he did not. Discovered by Reaxwitz. So that guy plays on a console. Discovered by Symphony. This is a Steam. Plays through Steam, probably on a PC. And he's actually got a base. There are 2 bases on this particular planet here. There don't appear to be any bases on this one. And the other 3 planets, or 2 planets and 1 moon, are yet to be discovered. Yeah, so the fellow that discovered the star system, this is a star system, right? It's got a star and it's got 5 planets and 1. The fellow that discovered the star system, the first person to enter this star system, 3DXE, also discovered this planet. Somebody else discovered, 2 other players, in fact, discovered these other 2 planets. That's a little unusual because it's a big universe. For the longest time there, for probably a couple of years, I was probably more than 2 years, I was spawning on my own planet, right? In my own star system that nobody else had ever spawned on, that nobody else had ever visited, basically. But looks like more and more you spawn into star systems that have already been visited. Okay, so my plan is to take take this ship, go up to the space station, which is floating around in space somewhere, and scrap this ship. The only problem with that is that I need a bunch of spaces in my inventory, my cargo inventory down here. Because what happens when you scrap a ship, you get components in return in lieu of the value of that ship. So you'll get a bunch of scrap, but you need a place to put it, right? Basically, yeah, I need to 2 things. I need to either sell some of the stuff that's in there now, or I need to find some extra spaces. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plot a route to this drop pod. That's what the exosuit yeah, this thing here, the exosuit upgrade chart. It's a map that shows you the directions to a drop pod. So basically, in order to dig out a drop pod and get a slot for your exosuit, you need one of these, antimatter housing. You need one of these, a carbon nanotube, and you need 10 sodium nitrate. Now I just heard a special ship come. I think it came in here somewhere. Okay. But for sure, that sound that you heard a few seconds ago, that sounded like a solar class vessel. It probably landed over at the archive. This is an A-class shuttle, which is almost appealing. I should go over and check and see what that, just for shits and giggles. right down. See if we can see what that ship was. Nothing on 4 or 5 minutes. Is there anything? No. Okay, so it either didn't land or landed and took off again. There's our drop pod that we picked up with that map 15 minutes away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same trick I did earlier. Just exit out of the atmosphere here and pulse back down. There's the pause. I'm going to wait a few seconds and back down. Drop pod. It's going to take us about 10 minutes to dig out those 4 drop pods. It's going to give us 4 extra cargo slots in our exosuit, which might be enough to scrap this ship when all is said and done, after I have to sell any excess materials. So there's the drop pod. It's going to land as close as possible to that. Dig it out? Yeah. Oh, one. Go and see here if see what we get when we trigger the save and chart beacon here. Usually get a bit of loot, so we got navigation data that time. Okay. So we need 1 antimatter housing, 10 sodium nitrate, and 1 carbon nanotube. Basically, there it is. Made the exosuit, so we just got a slot. I'm going to do that another 3 times. That should hopefully do the trick. Sometimes you'll get like a bunch of drop pods, like in very close proximity to each other, and just pretty much walk to this one. 6.5 minutes away. That's very, very close. Half of mine just to take my jetpack and run over, but it's going to be much closer by ship. Actually, should probably be like 20 seconds away, or something, just over the hill there. Yeah, it's right there. So that's convenient. Now this is costing me launch fuel. That's the downside of what I'm doing here. It's costing me launch fuel. And I land here, I'm just going to see, actually, it's a restore point. When you get out of your ship, there's a save. Save is created. I need to be careful about this stuff here. Launch fuel. Ship is down to 10%, and I don't have anything to recharge it with. I can make launch fuel, but I need to make the components to do that, which is a metal plate. This stuff here, just dial. Now that I've made my metal plate, I can make a canister of launch fuel, throw that in there, and we're good to go. Should be able to take off. Launch fuel, a can of launch fuel will fill up your launch thruster completely. Now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go over to the drop pod and fish out that cargo slot. We're going to need to make another carbon nanotube because we don't have a spare. Okay, there. Go and interact with the pod here. That. And we have another slot. Okay, let me just fill in the corner here. I have a symmetry fixation, I think. Oh, wait down. Actually, I could have done that in my ship. I'm going to trip the next map. And we'll get our next drop pod here. Yet another slot. Let's see. That one is 10 hours away. So 6.5 minutes, the first one. Second one is 10 hours away on foot. By ship, let's see. By ship, it is. What's that? 25. Wait. What's this building? Okay, this building has a satellite dish on it. See, that's an observatory. It does have certain functions. It's not a building that I use particularly often. Yeah, okay, so 20 something minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same trick again. Come out of the atmosphere, and that'll reduce our trip time to hopefully less than a minute. So there we go. That's about 10 or 15 seconds there. And our space bar on the computer. I'm not sure what the controls are for the PlayStation or the Xbox. It'll tell you. You know, that's one of the first things you'll learn is how to navigate with joystick. I actually have a joystick. Yeah. So right here. Right. But I don't use it very often. I use it. I use it for a couple of games that I play. I don't use it for this one. I just find using the keyboard is okay for this game, so I don't go joystick, gamepad, joystick, whatever, gamepad, I guess it is. Yeah. So you click on that. Actually, gonna go up here and see if I can dig this out. Discard this stuff. Destroy the gauge ship. Pardon me. And we get what? Oh, we didn't get anything, so we gotta interact again. It's nanites, I think. There should be salvage data around somewhere. Usually. Oh, there it is. Okay. Little blue pentagon. Technology module. No. Salvage data. Done and done. Back over here. Let's make another carbon nanotube. Dig this guy out. Such. Then the bottom here. And trip the last map. Okay. I have a better idea of how many empty slots we're going to have when we go to the space station to scrap that hull. Answer is going to be something on. Let's push this down here. So it's going to be something like that's going to be five, but probably going to be able to sell a few other things. So I will proceed to the space station once we've that drop up. Where'd it go? So it's 13 hours away, this one. Okay, what else can I get? What else do I need? I don't need any carbon. Condensed carbon. Short on oxygen, but I mean, you can't just get that all. There are oxygen plants. These yellow plants give you sodium. There's red ones that give you oxygen. And the hazardous flora, also give you oxygen. So, yeah, there's one over there, hazardous flora. Worst thing, see, if I use my mining tool, the sentinels get all bent out of shape, right? There it is. That's the oxygen. Yeah, the sentinels get all bent out of shape, and it's possible that they get belligerent and attack you. That is never fun. That is never fun. So we're going over this way. It said what? A bunch of hours, 13 hours or something stupid. That's it's just under an hour, like 40 minutes ship. So I'm going to do again this skipping out of the atmosphere thingy, because that really cuts down the trip time. Oh, pointing at it. Now I'm pointing it. There's a circle around, like just over top of your ship kind of thing, and your target needs to be inside that, or else that won't be where you're going. All right, let's see. This is drop pod number 4. We'd probably be able to get 6 or 7 slots in order to scrap this ship. What I'd actually like to do is scrap this ship and trade the other one, because we got two almost identical haulers that we found scrapped. Both of them were crashed. And again, here we're gonna get another carbon nanotube. We're gonna sodium trade. Put that one up there. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the antimatter chamber that we use, it was the last one, so we freed up a slot with that as well. So now we have 6 slots, and I think I'll be able to sell this. Rusted metal, it's not, I could almost discard that, because it's really not worth it. There's nothing on my starship. This is all damaged components here. So, there. 6, 7. What else could I sell? Absolutely. Sell the cobalt. Could. No, sodium nitrate, there's only 2. Yeah, you know what? Let's go see what we can. Let's go see. Maybe 6 slots is enough. We find out is to try it. So first thing we need to do is find the space station. Now, at the beginning of the game, that might be a little easier said than done. So the trick, now you see, I'm in space now, I'm out of the atmosphere. There's a line right here. Get my ship, I'm just following it. Ship. So 2 things are going on here. There's a line going to that planet. That looks like a ringed planet right there. That line that goes through the planet this way, I think that's a ring. I think the moon is around that little orange circle below, slightly to the right. This thing here, I think that's the moon, that planet. So 5 planets and 1 moon. Here's the moon. There's another planet. So if you face a planet like this and scan, should be able to get information for it. There you go. So discovered by Symphony. So this is one of the 2 that were discovered, that have already been discovered. And you can see that there's lines coming from this one as well. There's one going to that planet down there. One probably coming to this planet. And there's lines going over this way. And I'm just going to go over this way because I suspect the space station is over this way somewhere. Can't see it. These two lines here go to this planet. Got going on here. Yeah, there are two. So here's another planet. This one is the other discovered one. It's frozen. So now we have 3 discovered planets, right? This one, discovered 4 years ago by 3DXN. It's this one. Then, so that's 4. So there's probably another one on the other side of this planet. If I keep going this way, I'll see 4th planet. Backside of this one. So there's the line. And okay, I can see a 5th. So there's one. That skull there, that's a pirate, and he's if he catches me, he's going to try to take me out. So let me check here. That's the unknown around the. Let's see. It is a ring around. So I suspect it's the moon. So some of these lines should converge at the space station. So I'm going to go over this way a little bit, and I'm going to have another look. It's not going to help at all. Of an asteroid field. So I'm going to go this way a little. Just to get out of the asteroid field, hopefully. There you go. Okay. So here's the frozen planet. It's got a couple of coming in to this planet, and this planet is discovered. Okay, so if we scan that, you see that it's a rainy planet. Rain means that it does not have any ordinary hazards like hot, cold, toxic, and radiation. It might have a storm that's nasty. But judging from the description there, does not have any like hazard, like in real time, like a regular hazard. The space station. See the space station. Here. So line going up here. Oh, we can't see the space station. Okay, so the other way to sort of negotiate your way to the space station is to follow the storyline, because I'm pretty sure that at some point the game leads you to the space station. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go down and see if we can interact with our base computer, and hopefully it will lead us to a space station at some point. We should be able to we should be able to do that. Let's go down and check it out. Now we get a nice big space down here where we found that computer, which is kind of weird. Me anyway. Sounds really weird. Okay. This thing down here. And let's go over and consult our base computer. Actually, oh yeah, we need to consult the base computer, and the reason is, you'll see shortly. Storm sweeping across, but construction supplies low. Positing shelter plans. Need to act soon. Extract plans. Yeah, so those are, you need those to make your base, basically. You need those to make your first base. So if you go into your construction menu on the keyboard and on a PC, it's Z, you'll see that you have a number of items that you can use to start building a base. So what I like to do is I like to put a floor down, such, build there, build there. So 4x4 is plenty big for now. What just happened? Okay. Put up some walls. Yeah, so there's a storm coming. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to some roof on our building so we can get out of the elements, out of the storm. So this is our first base. It's got the base computer. It's got 4 walls, floor. Now I was saying something earlier about storm crystals, right? That rock over there, I think, may turn into storm crystals. That one, possibly this one. The thing is, if you get storm crystals, that's a pretty lucrative endeavor here. Let me just refill my here. What I should have done was I should have put a window. Because the storm just eats away at your hazard protection. Does this thing have a window? I think it does. Too bad. Put my door in the wrong place, really. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. That. Make this. There. This wall here. Okay. Now, you'll be able to get in the doorway. Yeah, there are no... doesn't appear to be storm crystals here. There's a storm going on, but it's not generating storm crystals. Unfortunately, I'd be able to see them. They glow. They glow bright light blue. So you'd definitely be able to see them if. That's too bad. Okay. So you see our base computer is kind of sunk into the floor there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick it up and put it on the floor instead of in the floor. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So now we need to interact with this thing again. Accessing log from previous user, additional archives recovered, entry, blah, blah, blah. Construction largely a success, recovered. Salvage data from nearby buried technology modules, I guess. Scans indicate a subterranean device beginning search. Extract plans. Now we got the construction research unit. Magnetized ferrite and carbon nano. Now the thing about this planet is it has magnetized ferrite. So there's probably a magnetized ferrite deposit not too far. I'm going to just scan around and find out. That's too far. It's way too far. Looking for something 200 units closer. 427, that's more reasonable, but still a little bit far. 337? It'd be doable. 141. Oh, okay. That's just up there. Storm over. Storm's over. Wasn't sure about that. Whoa, what the heck? Holy, fell into that hole. Yeah, sometimes you gotta watch where you're going because if you go jetpacking around willy-nilly, yeah, you could be in. You could be. Your character's going to be in for a world of hurt, probably. I try to use my jetpack only in locations where I can see where I'm going, especially early in the game. And if you're playing like a higher difficulty level, your accidents, like falling, stuff like that, is going to be even worse in terms of the damage you take to your equipment. Yeah, so anyway. Hey, magnetized ferrite too. Alright. Now, your base has a radius, I think, of 300 units. So theoretically, I could build my construction unit here, right? You know, if I had a carbon nanotube, I could go ahead and put that thing down right if I wanted. But I'm going to put it in the building. Because that's what I do. I don't know. Different people have different opinions about what it is that you need to do for that. There's another storm. So the storms are getting, you know, just stupid, right? It's every couple of minutes now, right? That's just ridiculous. But anyway, okay, here we go. So the construction research unit allows you to research blueprints for a number of different things here. This is the teleportation unit you can use to teleport away from your base. You do not need it to teleport to your base. Biofuel reactor, wiring, battery, solar panels. That's all stuff that will give you electricity for your base, power. You need those to power your teleport module, by the way. And I've only got 2 salvage data right now. So I can't build all of that stuff. Or I can't even research it. Now I think there's another page. Yeah, at least one more page. I think there's 3 or 4 pages here. This is the timber stuff that, or the elements that were given to me come from this page. The floor, the wall. Where's the door? This is the, might be the door here. But anyway, ceiling or roof. Yeah, so you have stone as well, if you prefer stone or metal alloy. You got that, and then you got this base. First page here with the teleporter and the signal booster, save beacon. Save beacon's also useful. You can put that down anywhere and make a save. If you're not near your ship or something and you want to make a save. One way to do it. There's also a save button, whatever little thing that you can also deploy to save file. Yeah, so there's a file, there's a nasty storm going on. And I don't see any storm crystals. So if you're curious about something, you want to see what's outside, you can always go into photo mode right here, okay? And that allows you to have an out-of-body experience, basically. So you go, there's a dome of range that you can have, that you do have. If you go up high enough, you'll see the dome. You'll stop at one point and you'll see the dome. And it is. So there's the dome, right? It's as high as I can go, and that's as far around as I can go in photo mode. Now there's a nasty storm going on here, so I can't really see much. I do see that there are no storm crystals here, though. Sad. I mean, it's hazardous, of course. You know, you got to go out and get them. Clearing. The skies are clear. Okay. Okay, so do we have another, what do we got? Habitation program initialization, spend salvage data and edit construction. Okay, so I have two salvage data. See it up in the top left corner here. So I will purchase the teleport mod. And I can actually install that. It's not going to work because I don't have power for it. And I don't have the available salvage data to buy the blueprints to build the power things. But I can. See, here's the wood stuff, right? The components, technology, and here's the teleport. So I need 4 metal plates and 2 carbon nanotubes. I don't even know if I can make 2 carbon nanotubes, 4 metal plates. I can. Okay. So I can actually build this thing. Now it says cannot be resized, but I've seen people resize this. See, it requires power. You don't have the necessary things for power. Let's see, 270s. These are the things that will give me the salvage data that I can use to purchase the blueprints. Okay, so that one's not too far. What else we got? Now, shouldn't get too elaborate here because I don't really plan on spending a lot of time. So, no point in getting too elaborate. Even dig this out without doing this. Using terrain minute here. There it is. Some are easier to get than others. I don't even know how many salvage data that got me. 2. So as you can see, we're short a few items, right? Short phosphorus for our coolant network. Our short salvage data, buying blueprints. I'm going to take this I think I can take this apart. It's going to fill up my inventory with stuff. Let's see what the okay, capture new base screenshot. Okay. Okay. Plug this. All right, that's the next thing for agenda. Now it says supply power to the base teleport module. And what are the problems? Learn the biofuel reactor. So again, do I? I'm just wondering if I have it. I do have it. Okay. Okay, so thing about the biofuel reactor is you can put enough fuel in that to just power what you need, like for a few minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a biofuel reactor plate, one metal plate. Okay, so I need to make a metal plate. There we go. I'm going to make the biofuel reactor, and we're going to join it wire to teleportation unit. Fuel reactor. And what you need to do is you need to interact with the biofuel reactor and put a little bit of fuel in it in order to be able to use it. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. And I won't be able to use it because I don't have any destinations I can go to. So here, what we can do is just put one piece of carbon in. It will power the biofuel reactor for X number of seconds or minutes, and you'll see this time show you how long to use it. See, 24 minutes, 25 minutes is how long you have with one carbon, right? Now the thing is if I go to use my teleportation unit, oh, look at that. What is up with this? Other bases. So these must be other bases in this system. Now, I guess, yeah, Ryuku's, Yaxuit, it's like the same. Man Cave and Kitten's Den. I see. That's the guy, and that's his partner or something, or his sister or something. That's cool. Okay, fair enough. Habitation program initialization. Explore the planet. Okay, so we want to go back to our log. See what it is that we're being asked to do. Explore the planet, expand these components, salvage data, blah blah blah. Okay, that's fair enough. Now, okay, so there's other additional archives in our base computer. So we're just base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there's nothing we will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left the space station. Okay. I mean, you're going to tell me where the space station is? Just wondering. Investigate the base computer archives. Rail's gone cold. Inquire about strange signals at the space station. So it's quite possible now that we know where the space station is, based on that information. And you see this little yellow hexagon here? That's where the space station is. So in fact, I do know where the space station is. Now I need some, I need to fuel my... Unfortunately, I have no fuel in my launch thruster. So, let's go there, let's go there, and let's put that here. Okay, now launch thruster is fueled, and we can go up to the space station. Since the space station is in space, which is intuitively need to do is go out of the atmosphere and point our nose down to the space station icon like this. Engine to head over there, right? Now, for some reason, I wasn't able to see that when we were in space earlier. It's all good. Now here's this looks like a, well, I'll say it looks like a Pokemon ball. Space station comes in various shapes and sizes. More shapes than sizes. Sizes are big. These units are big. But they come in a number of different shapes, like pyramids and things like that. So we are on the space station. So this is one of the game artifacts that are in not every, but most star systems. There are exceptions. And if you tune in next week, you may see what I'm talking about. I'm probably going to visit such star systems. So here we go. We got 7 blank spaces. What I'd like to do is possibly create at least one more, so that I have a better chance of scrapping this hauler. You'll see what I mean in a minute about needing space in your exosuit to scrap all. The good thing about a space station, one of the good things, is that there's this thing here, which is an exosuit upgrade. You should find one of these in pretty much all space stations. You'll only be able to use it once in the game, though. That's kind of the downside. Each space station has one of these, and you can add to your exosuit inventory. But there is only one per space station. Just heard something like that. Just wondering what it is. Okay, it's a hull. Let's see, 33 million units for that one. Because it's an A class. There's more slots than mine. This one has 54 slots. It's 42. This fighter is 45 slots. Units. C-class fighter. S-class shuttle. There's a nice boat there. It's top of the line shuttle pretty much. Base, of course, it doesn't have any additional technology in it. But as far as shuttles goes, probably won't get it better. It's 3626, which is 62 slots. I mean, what did I say? 42? So that's what justifies the 22 million on that one. And I don't have enough money for that right now, but I might shortly, because I wouldn't say shortly, because I'm only getting about probably $1 million, half 2 million for this thing. So I will still only 4 million units total. Just gonna see if scrap this is with the slots that I have. There it is. Scrap 2 million. Well, I'll get 2 million for that hauler. And yes, indeed, I can scrap it. Okay, so here's what I was talking about, and there it goes. Just disappeared. And the other one I had found, replaced it. So that's normally what happens. When you scrap a ship that you fly in here with, it gets replaced by the next ship. And I've only got 2 ships, so this is the other, right? Yeah, you see, you don't have any other ships. Yeah, and this one, of course, is all beat up too, because it was a crashed ship, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer all that stuff over. I should have some sodium, so that should be good. Oh, yeah. Oops. Starship fuel. Okay. The stuff here you can't dismantle, so you gotta leave it up there. It's all good. So I'd like to scrap that one too, but it's the only ship I have. So if I'm not mistaken, I don't think you can scrap your last ship. That's an option. Salvage unavailable. See? So you can't scrap your last ship. My best bet right now would be to buy or exchange this ship for another one. So what I'm going to do is show you what happened. I scrapped the hull just a minute ago. The stuff I got was this C-class upgrade, which I'm going to sell back to the vendors. These subatomic regulators worth almost 2 million, and these spool of nano cables. You'll almost always get spool and nano cables, but you'll get something else too that's makes up the bulk of the value of salvage operation there. So you can sell it to a galactic trade terminal. There's one on the other side. Should be one in the back room here. And there's also this guy here, the scrap dealer. He will also buy anything from you pretty much. So, okay, so he's not buying anything. Your first trip to the space station might be a little problematic. Your very first trip, you're looking for information about something, right? So you need to talk to some of the people on board here, ask about the travelers. This guy didn't have much to say. This guy, he's looking for a job, isn't he? He is too. Looking for a job as overseer. Okay. Hopefully there's some people on the other side that talk to. Here's the Galactic Trade Terminal on this side. What I want to do is sell the spool of nanocables, this thing, subatomic regulators. I'm going to sell these pearls too. I got almost 5 million that I can use to buy another ship. 5 million units, that's not all I have though. Because I have the collateral for this ship, which is close to 2 million. Too. Actually, it's a little more. This one. This one's worth 12 million. Probably closer to 2.5. Somewhere in. So in total, I can probably buy 7 or 8, 9 million ship, which is going to be probably not very good, but you know what? It's very, very early. This is our first space station, so very early in the game here, right? Repeat 16. This guy doesn't know what you're talking about. Crimson light fade should lay compute something of this code. Leave. Encoded message has been stored for later use. Upgrade your inventory. Associated agent. On that. Upgrade your inventory. Yeah. When ready to leave, use the teleport terminals to return to your base. Okay. So these guys are GEC. This is a GEC star system. These guys are all GEC. All the employees in the booths back here, back over there, are all GEC. There may be other life forms here, such as this guy, who's a Corvax. I'm just going to ask him for help with his language. He's probably going to... Okay. Had to pick a different option, didn't I? Not this guy. Is anybody else talking to me, or... Okay, we can get more words in there. So for these guys, the GEC symbol, the trade symbol is also useful. I don't have either, then you can select a mystery symbol or something else. So Federation is the word that used to haunt me. These yellow cubes will have navigation data. You can use those to buy maps from this guy. I'm not going to interact with him just yet because I need to go back to my base computer. Now, the thing, okay, so here's something else. Because I've now landed in this space station, I can teleport base with base computer, with the base teleportation unit, and I can teleport to this space station. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna interact with this computer. That's what the game is now telling us we should do. And I'll probably bounce back up to the space station. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so base computer. Looking for some more interaction. I've terminated, select new task, begin decryption. Message follows. The traveler finds their wings, fly to us, and claim your place amongst the stars. Signal acquired, life signs detected. Okay, signal. They're 25 minutes away on foot. So what happens when you use your teleportation device? Your ship joins you. If you have a landing pad on your base, that's where your ship is going to end up. I don't have a landing pad just yet, so the ship is just sitting next to the building. Now I'm really, like, I would really like to get a better ship. That's one of my top priorities right now. If I get assaulted by pirates or something like that, sentinels, um, it's probably not going to end well. I have to try to run away. If I can't, probably going to destroy me. So, yeah, one of my next top priorities is going to be to find a better ship. There's a crashed freighter. That looks like something seen. Not entirely sure if that's the one we were at. Could easily. What's this? Is this an approximate location? It is. Okay, so I think the actual location is that for. Let's go. And
Hey, Marty.
Ralph Jockey, what's up, dude? And Tamara. Tamara, how are you? You guys raiding me or something? Just curious. So I had a new viewer, and I started a new survival playthrough earlier today, and when I started the stream, I was going to start the regular stream, but I had a new viewer, and I said, well, why don't I just continue my my new survival playthrough and kind of describe. He wanted to know what the game was like and such, and so I'm just kind of by playing my survival playthrough here. We're still very, very early in the game. We've been off the planet, we've been in the space station, but we have not been out of the star system. So I'm going to take the blueprint for the hyperdrive, which will allow us to get out of the star system. All we need now is. All right. Now the only thing is I don't want to use this ship. This is a big ass hauler. Just saying, one of my next priorities is going to be to find a better ship. There's a number of ways I can do. As some of you veterans know, you can, when you get the chance to summon the Space Anomaly, if you've done like Twitch drop weekends or expeditions, you will have ships and stuff like that that you can just grab right out of the Space Anomaly. Now, is this what is this place? Is this a secured facility? If it is, I need something here too. It's checking. I don't even have a weapon on my tool. It is. It's a manufacturing facility. There's the Sentinels. Usually around a building like this, you'll have a quad, won't you? Quad and at least one flying drone, Sentinel. I was going to say, look, there it is there, but that's not it. It's an animal. That's an animal right there. Yeah. A couple of stones up there. That animal. Okay, so there's one over there. That's the only one. Okay. Okay, let's see. Can I put my cannon on this? Not cannon. Caster. 3 carbon nanotubes. 4 glass. You're hard pressed to get into this building with just a sir. I think I'm going to try. Because I really want at least the version 1 Atlas Pass. I can't live without it. Where is the door? Okay. Just gotta keep an eye out for the arseholes. Where are they? Jeez, he's wait. What? thing isn't even guarded? What? Oh, you know what? Here, back in the... So, okay. Come on, come on, come on. They're gonna come, they're gonna come, they're gonna come. Get killed here. Whew. That took forever. Holy crap. Holy crap in my pants. Search that little specimen there. Get these nanites. Okay, sentinels are searching, eh? Alright, let's see if we can crack this thing. Security alert is scrambling to screen all that is visible as chaotic jumble of alien words. Trade, blah, blah, trade. This appears to be an AI-driven facility. If I were to reactivate the correct workflow, its autonomous systems may bring installation back. You know what? I'm cheating. I'm gonna open up a browser, try to figure out what the actual answer is to this thing because I need it real bad. Okay, so red sky, wiki, find space station. Huh. Get rid of that. Oh, there's two, eh? Station engines. What's the other option? No, it is. Okay, good. So the answer is space station engines. I can tell. Now I can get my... Oh no, it's giving me this crap instead. That's not fair. Okay. Let's beat it out of here. We really didn't want it. There's the quad there. So let's just hightail it out of here. They get upset. Install hyperdrive. System. Not in this system. I have to do it in the system. I don't know if I want to do that in this starship. What I meant to say. Don't have anything on this boat. No, I can't even do a scan for trading post. There's an observatory there. You guys are pulling in just at the end of the stream here. I got about 5 or 10 minutes left. What's this thing? It says transmission tower. Okay. It's going to point me to a ship. Wonder what it is. Let's go find out. Can't be any worse than what I'm flying here. I don't suppose. C-class hauler. It's too bad we're not in a position to get crash Sentinel interceptors. Because they're buttes. Tens of millions of units. One of those and you're set for the game. Okay, just gonna go fetch the rest of the goodies over here. Yeah, so Mr. Pogger, you've pretty much witnessed most of the early game. I guess it's a tutorial, right? Pretty much. I mean, it tells you pretty much everything you need to do, right? The only thing is that, of course, as I was saying earlier, my playthrough here started as a no starter ship. So I walked in the opposite direction of my ship. First started. Probably walked for a couple of hours, but anyway, I ended up finding a hauler, the one I'm flying now, but I couldn't fix it for some reason. I thought I had visited a minor settlement and thought for sure I had bought a hermetic seal, but when I got to the hauler, I had no hermetic seal. So, of course, then there's the hunt for the hermetic seal then, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's just a matter of getting the map that points you to it, basically. Going and getting it. What did we? Stress beacon. Okay, so that is a crashed starship. Hopefully it's not one of the ones I've already found. It could be because I wasn't able to dig out the black and red barrels. And in my experience, it sometimes happens that, okay, so one. So it seems like if you don't style scan, trouble here. Shit. Yeah. Gonna be pretty deep trouble. I think I'm just gonna try to fly away. As this thing, I don't even know if I have a photon cannon or any other weapon on this thing. I hope I can fly, because I don't know if I can defend myself at all. Just keep trying. They fire at me again, I might turn and they're oh my god. Okay. Well, I do have photon cannon. Okay. So you guys don't have much of weaponry, but you're gonna get all of it. Oh shit. Shit. 12%. What the hell, man? Percent. Something I don't understand. I have plenty of stuff to recharge the shield. And it charges 12% of it. Get out of town. Alright. Guess you guys should have stayed home this morning. Eh? Bunch of arseholes. Now, suspicious packets. That because you're gonna get busted with that, my friend. Okay, so we got that. Oh, my game just hiccuped. Pulse engine disengaged. Because what? It's empty? What just happened there? This game is free game. That's what we used to say with the pinball machines when they used to mess up. Free game. Looks like we got another hauler. Okay, I can fix this one. So this, the one I'm flying, obviously, if you saw that, you know it's the crashed starship. It's one I found. And, okay, let's see if we can get some more technology out of this thing. Search the databanks for tech. It's not a Ship tech. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, another 9 million. Another piece of crap. Well, it's gonna probably give us a couple of minutes anyway. Now, so we'll take it. Some of these for some building materials. And I didn't get the Atlas Pass. And nothing found. Wow. Thanks for nothing. Used to have a virgin. I used to have a T-shirt when I was a kid, high school. It said, "All you virgins, thanks for nothing." Sorry, I didn't mean to offend anybody. Just a T-shirt. Shield. I can't dismantle. 13 sodium nitrate to fix the shield. Should. See all the metal plate. Can I? I need. Oh, okay. Clean the ship first. That's right. Okay. Now we can talk about dismantling that. Oh, didn't even give us any sodium nitrate. That's one shit show after another here this evening. Let's get that fixed. Hermetic seal, metal plate. Let's get that fixed. Let's get this over here. Get that. You know what? I think I'm gonna make a run for the space station. Shields down. Let's do that. Let's be adventurous this evening. Auto diagnostics. Hyperdrive successfully installed. Really, eh? I didn't install it. Tune scanner to antimatter. Yeah, there is one there. It's all beat up. I'm not even gonna fix that. Okay, let's make a run for the space station. See if we can make it. We're gonna do the Kessel Run. I don't know if any of you know what that is, but it used to be a store here called the Kessel Run here in this end of the city, and yeah, it's named after something special. Shout it out in the chat there if you know what that is. Kessel Run. Something to do with space. Anyway, we're going to scrap this and get a couple of extra million units here. If you're still there, Mr. Auger, I'll show you what's on this side of the space station. I showed you the exosuit expansion slot that you can get here. This guy actually has technology that you can improve your exosuit with. Now, when I visit this guy, I look for only his S class, but I also only look for certain ones because I don't have a habit of installing the hazard protection upgrades. I do like the life support. Now, having said that, I like to put in one thermal protection module, the one with the snowflake, because it's useful on derelict freighter runs. We might get around to one of those two next week. No, maybe not next week, because actually you don't need a derelict freighter to do that. So this guy is for your exocraft. You're going to have all kinds of exocraft in this game to run around on the planets with. This is the Starship technology vendor. So look for the guy with the yellow lines on his booth. And this guy is the multi-tool technology vendor. I find myself going back over to the landing pads a lot because I'm really curious as to what is coming into the space station. So one thing I like to do is see what Weapon is on the wall. Early game like this, I keep my own multi-tool until I can get a good A class or a S class multi. Now this guy has the technology and they need just this thing, the scanner mod. I don't anything but this class, unfortunately, so I'm going to pass. This little terminal here allows you to upgrade your multi. So if you get multi-tool expansion slots, you can actually add those to your multi-tool. You can buy the slots too, but they're ridiculously expensive, as are the expansion slots for Starship. It's a nice little boat there, I think. Can I even scrap this thing? I probably don't have enough room in my inventory to scrap it. I'm gonna try. And the answer is yes, I can. And so there goes that one, and it will be replaced by the one I was flying before. This is the first ship I found. Piece of junk, but still. How much money? 5 and 2. I can't buy. Dang it! Actually, I got a little more because I got some scrap I can sell. And this guy will buy. Just select item 3 here. Go to click the sell button. And it's posting stuff. Okay, recycled circuitry, we sell. Spool nano cables, subatomic regulators. Okay. So now we have 6.7. We still don't have enough to buy the thing. C-class fighter. So 60 slot shuttle. You know what I'm going to do, I think? I'm going to wait till I get to the space anomaly. Pull out one of my other ships. Perhaps the Utopia Speeder. That will enhance my gameplay ability exponentially. Certainly. What's this thing? Okay, so this thing doesn't even. Chromatic metal. It's the old dilemma. Sorry, sir, you're short of chromatic metal. Okay, so I'm gonna install this thing. Do 100% jetpack, 10% jet. Just a beat. That's the neural stimulator. Okay, so 100% jetpack. Okay. Put this on. No, I don't have antimatter. Okay, so this gotta go. This should go over for now. That's where it's gonna be the most use. This gotta go. So, goodness, I got a face full of haulers. E-class, eh? Purchase upgrades. So, if you want to sell your upgrades, just any of these 4 guys will buy. So, I'm just curious what this guy has here. I have a few nanites, so I could potentially some. This guy got a lot of stuff here. Per night. It's good. He's got a lot of stuff. 2,600 unit nanites I got. And at 604. So shield. You know what though? Jeez, I got no inventory for that stuff. Dang. Dang. step out of this star system with that ship, but you know what? I think I might have. I think I might have to. Okay. It's in the Galactic Trade Terminal. Not usually is glass in here. Well, you never know. Oh, here's one thing I was looking for. Diaphyte. Modules right there. I don't have the cold one yet. I do have the hot one. First for that. So let's go. Okay, so now we're it'd be okay to go to the planet we spawned on. We could do this. We can always store the technology, use it elsewhere. So I will put it here so I don't get ripped off too quickly by pirates, you know, because that's usually what happens, right? I'm just going to dump these. Actually, no. Chromatic metal. Of copper. I do. What do I need? 125? Okay, so I'm short 16. 32. Okay, so I got I can't deploy that here, can I? No. No. Okay. So I don't have the personal refiner because I haven't been to the space enough. So what I need to do, so that's the vendors, the technology vendors on that side, Mr. Pogger. And before I go any further, I want to translate what Tamara Rilova wrote. Just quickly here. With me for one moment. Cancel that. Paste here. Bonjour, étranger. Oh, it's in French. Sorry. Comment vas-tu? Comment se passe le jeu? Comment tu te sens? Thanks for asking, Tamara. Let's try that in English then, shall we? So it says, hello, stranger. How are you? How's the game? How are you feeling? Yeah. Okay. I'm fine, I guess. You know, all things considered. The game? This is a new playthrough. I started earlier. I think I mentioned that minutes ago. I'm feeling, yeah, you know, could be worse, right? I've been worse, so. Worse, been worse. Yeah, doing okay. So, yeah, and on this side, Mr. Pogger, we had the navigation data that we picked up earlier, and said, this guy here can sell you some maps. He's the cartographer, right? And yeah, so I usually use item 2 here, exchange for specific charts. Now we're really desperate for some of these, so I'm just wondering how much of these I can buy with navigation data. Okay, I can buy 8 of those, and I can't buy anything else. So, 8 it is. 8. Yeah, exosuit upgrade chart. So these maps will give me the directions to a drop pod, right? Oh. Okay, so this is the guild representative. If you do a derelict freighter run, you can give this guy the spoils, or some of the spoils, and he will give you. So this guy's still not talking to me. Okay. Yeah, the guild representative will give you standing amongst his race form. Change for. It's the never-ending carbon repository here. What is it? Almost I thought I had something there. Now, this being a survival playthrough, that wouldn't do much good because, of course, cargo space is limited. Limited. Okay. So I can't deploy my refiner here. Is there? Does it matter? Hermetic seals. No. All right. Let's go back to this. So that's going to be pretty much it for this evening. Wow, is it 11:22? I just ran overtime like crazy just now. So we're going to end this stream off here in a minute at the base, and we're going to pick it back up. I think I'm gonna continue this stream next week, this playthrough. I enjoy the beginning of the game. It's a lot. It's a pretty good challenge, right? You know, pretty good challenge. So, let's see.
Good night.
Yes, Throttle Jockey. Good night, and good night to Tamara, Mr. Pogger, Shakana, and everybody else who might be watching in chat. Thanks for punching the like button there. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate your viewership. And we will see you, hopefully, again on stream. I'm just going to play the my outro here. Let me know what you think in the comments there. Cheers, everybody.